everyone, welcome back to Home by Nine. Once again, my name is Emily.
And my name is Crystal. I was about to say Emily for some reason.
And this is episode 6. Can you believe this is episode 6, Crystal?
I know. I'm like, when we talk, I feel like sometimes we're just making nonsense.
I know, sometimes I just feel like we're just talking and then people are probably like watching and they're like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Fucking stupid. They don't even know how to talk.
They're like, they're slow.
I just feel so off today because I'm wearing like fake eyelashes. I never wear fake eyelashes. I always wear mascara. But as you guys, if you guys seen the previous episode, I was sick. And after that, like the day after, it wasn't pink eye. It was like something else. They called it something else. But anyways, both my eyes got so puffy and red. It looked like Christian beat me up, but he didn't. Um, but they were like so puffy and red. I actually had to get like eye drops, like medicated eye drops for it. And yeah, they were bad, like so bad. Like they were very teary. Um, the reason why I'm wearing the fake eyelashes was because I don't want to put actual makeup on it,
Yeah.
and maybe irritate my eyes. So yeah,
But
but it's just
how is the lashes not irritating in it though?
I don't know. Well, maybe because it's on the top. It's on like on the eyelash. You get me? Like on the top. I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
I guess, Crystal, what if you say so.
I don't know how these work. I just thought,
This
maybe
time's the other way around because I'm the one that usually wears lashes and I'm just wearing mascara. And you're
yeah.
the one wearing lashes now.
Well, I didn't wear that, or I didn't put what is the eyeliner on either,
Okay.
just because of that. Because I'm like, I don't want to irritate my eyes right now. Still, since it's been about a week already. So, but either ways, I just want to give it more time.
But
Um,
other than that, how's your week been?
Terrible. Trying to
Oh,
get better. Trying to get better. Yeah, I'm still not fully recovered, but better than how it was because I was like literally in bed, just wanted to be in bed all week. Um, and it was just like off and on. Like I woke up the whole week with a freaking headache and it wouldn't go away. I was drinking freaking Tylenol most of the whole week. Can you believe that? I felt scared. I'm so like
Crystal was like, I'm all dried
no,
out.
no. It's just like I'm so paranoid with medication lately. I don't
Why?
know. Like
It's
I have
just
this
Tylenol, Crystal.
I don't know, but it's just like I've had like lately a fear with medicine. I don't know. I'm just so scared of like taking too much. I don't know. It's just like lately I've been noticing I have that fear for it.
You're weird.
But
And over here, like taking like 5 ibuprofens or something.
no, it's just like I kept calling our sister to ask her, "Can I drink this medication if I drink Tylenol? Can I drink this if I drink this?" And she's like, "It's fine. Like it's
She's like,
nothing's gonna
just
happen."
drink it. Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
she's like, "It's fine. You're fine. Nothing will happen. You'll probably be knocked out for a couple hours, but you're fine."
That's okay. You need your sleep.
Yeah. But other than that, how have you been? I know you're working both jobs, and how's that going?
It's been good. It's not too bad. The other day, or last Friday,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, last Friday, I worked literally 9 to 9. So I was like, I was
How's that?
done. I woke up. I went to Starbucks. I needed a coffee, and then, oh yeah, from 9 to 9, I was just like, I want to go home. Like I just wanted to go home.
You were in the back room crying.
No, because they asked me because they know that I work at another job too. So they're like, "Did you work today?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've been working since 9." And they're like, "Damn." I was supposed to work till 10:30,
Yeah.
but they were like, "You can just go home at 9." They're like, "There's no point in you staying here till that late."
You're
And
like
then
borderline tears coming
yes, I
out.
was like, "Can I just leave, please?" No, but it wasn't too bad. I like working at Vans, honestly. It's not bad. And then I cut my hair, Crystal. Can you
I was gonna
tell?
ask you. I was looking at that. I was like, did she cut her hair?
Yeah, I did. It's because my ends were really dry, so I was like,
Did you
let
go
me
or you
just.
did it?
No, I did it.
Hmm.
But
It was like a
why? Why you
no,
why
no,
you
no,
saying
no.
that? Mm.
No, I'm just saying it was like you know how
The
us girls,
impulsive thoughts.
yeah.
No, literally, I grabbed the scissors and I told
You're
mom.
like, should I go shorter?
I was like, I know. I told mom. I was like, I need to cut my ends. Like they're really dry. I had just gotten out of the
Well, at
shower.
least you didn't go for your bangs. You know how usually they go for their
I
bangs
know.
and
I
they're
was
like
like,
all
hell
in one.
no. I just cut a
Uneven,
little bit.
uneven. I don't know
No,
what
I
I
just
just
cut it
said.
a little bit like that because, well, these were kind of dry too. But
Yeah.
I told mom and she was all like, I am me. I am me. And I was like, but look, like it came out cute. It came out even. Like it's
Did you
fine.
dye it too?
No, I haven't dyed it.
Oh, it looks darker too.
Darker?
Yeah, it looks a little bit darker.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't dyed it, so I don't know why it would look darker.
Oh, that's weird.
The
Looks
sun.
darker.
I don't know.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, did she cut it? But I'm like, I was like, I was gonna ask you, but I was like, I'll just wait until the podcast
No,
to ask
yeah.
her.
I cut it. I was like, let me just. I was like, I was like, should I shave it? That too. I've
That's only
noticed
time.
that I've changed like the way that I do my makeup or like the products I use on my face too. Cause now I feel like I wear more like products from Elf.
Yeah.
And like now that I do my makeup, I don't feel like I do as much makeup. Like I feel like if it's like a party or something, that's when I'll do like full face. But sometimes now that I go out, I'll just do like concealer, blush, and mascara and eyeliner, and that's about it.
But it happens because, like, even me, like, when I was in high school, I used to do, like, my eyeshadow,
I mean, I never
everything.
really
Yeah.
did eyeshadow in high school,
No, for
honestly.
me, it was, like, eyeshadow and all that. But then again, like how you're mentioning, as you get older, you start going into, like, different, like, trends and stuff, you get
Hmm.
me? Um, or you start seeing different, like, what is it? Like, styles and stuff, and you wanna try them on
Like they're
yourself.
influenced by
Yeah.
like social media
Yeah, cause
stuff. So
like,
like
okay, for us, like, in high school, when I was in high school, we
back
used
in
to
like
wear
the
back in high school, we used
back
to
in
wear our
30 years.
jeans. We had the what is it, like, kind of the flare jeans, and
I
we had
mean,
to wear rubber bands on them. We would wear rubber bands on them, okay? It
for
was like a style.
what?
You would wear rubber bands, and you would kinda, like, lift them up from here, and it would yeah,
Oh,
or we would put, socks and, like, if you wore Converse, you would put socks on the Converse to make them look a little bit bulky from the front. It was a style.
what?
And then after that, like, I remember I was doing that for a while, not the bulkiness of the shoes, but, like, the pants with the rubber
Yeah.
bands, until I started seeing more people wearing, like, skinny jeans. And then I'm like, "Oh, like, this is not the style no more." And then not just that, but, like, the freaking rubber band would leave you a mark on your leg, like, when you'd get home.
I mean, for me, I just remember that I would always fold my jeans up. Like I would like los doblaba de aquí like one like that, like twice probably like that.
Yeah,
And then other than that, I don't think I really did much to my clothes. Or I remember I would tuck in my shirts sometimes.
yeah,
Like they would tuck them in my jeans. Especially like in middle school since we did have like more of a like a dress code and we had to wear like collar shirts.
yeah.
I remember I used to tuck those in my jeans. But other than that, I don't remember too much. Now, I do feel like I wear flare leggings and flare jeans. I think I like those now.
Amaya's getting into those. Amaya loves the
Well, it's
flare
coming
pants.
back.
It is, like, I feel like the what is it, the trends, I feel like they go you know what I mean? Like, they start changing,
Yeah, I
but then,
feel
like,
like they
within
are
time,
coming
because
back.
like,
Like,
even, like, some of our parents' style back then, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
now they're coming back,
yeah.
but I feel like I don't know, I feel like maybe they're doing them a little bit different
Well,
now.
I mean, there's things that I wear that mom's like, I used to wear stuff like that. Like, I used
Mhm.
to do stuff like that
She's
too.
like, "That's my shirt, take it off,
For
bitch."
real. She's like, yo usaba blusas así. Tu tía me hacía blusas así.
Yeah.
Like some crop tops that I
I
have.
wore a shirt like that when I met your dad.
No, there's some crop tops that I have. I don't know
Yeah.
how they are, but she's like, yo estaba blusas así cuando estaba joven. I'm like, wear them now. Wear them now.
Wear 'em now. I'm gonna be your age and Imma wear 'em.
There's shirts that she'll tell me to wear, and I'm like, Mom, like, you're telling me to wear that?
Well, I mean, like, she sees, you know what I mean? Like, that you're young, like, she wants you to, like,
Yeah.
dress yourself too. But yeah, I'm telling you, like, the trends do change because, like, for me, I'm like, I still haven't gotten out of my skinny jean era. Like, I see
I
you guys
can't do
wearing,
skinny jeans no
okay,
more.
I want to get out of it, but it's just like, I feel like it depends also, like, on every body shape. You get me?
Mhm.
Like, there's some body shapes that go, better with certain,
I
like,
like my
dress
baggy
styles.
jeans, honestly. I like my baggy jeans and my flare jeans.
And I feel like I hear, like, a lot of, what is it, older parents talking about, like, girls wearing now the baggy jeans, you know what I mean? Like,
But they're so comfortable, and I just love how it looks. Like with especially like certain outfits, I feel like it looks so nice with certain outfits, or like the cargo
but
pants.
was that part of your guys' like, your generation in high school? Would you guys wear the baggy jeans? Or do you feel like
Um,
now that you got out of high school, do you feel like it started?
I mean, no, cause I think in high school more it was more mom jeans.
Mhm.
Mom jeans. I think that's what most girls would wear.
So
Mom
now
jeans.
you're trying to go into, like, how we were, like, my generation. Like, I feel like once we got out of high school, we kinda started getting kinda, I think, some dress styles to maybe, like, the generations that were, like, what is it? The generations that are
Before
next, like, next, to graduate and stuff, like, we started getting some of their ideas. So now that you're out
mm,
of high school, now you're getting some of the ideas that kids of high school, you know what I mean? Like, their trends now, like, you're kinda getting that with you because 'cause you're saying that you used to wear mom jeans, and now it's more of, like,
the baggy
the baggy
jeans.
jeans.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I've been influenced a lot by like TikTok. And like there's like outfits that like they'll do on TikTok and stuff. and I just feel like I'm like, oh, like that looks really nice. So like, that's I don't know. That's how it comes to me.
And then you get some of those outfits and you're like, "What the fuck was I thinking?" Like, it doesn't go with me.
I like it though. I've noticed some outfits that I really do like. Like
But, like, you know what I mean? Like, those outfits that you're like, "Oh, Imma try that." Like, that looks so cute, and
yeah,
you envision it, how it's gonna look on you, and then you try it on, and
and you're
you're
like,
like,
you just look in the mirror and it's like it does not go to
it's a
me.
hot mess, like,
You look
yeah,
like a box.
yeah. You're looking like a 40-year-old woman in a 18-year-old,
An 18-year-old body.
not even an 18-year-old
Oh
body.
shit, I'm gonna be 20, Crystal. Tomorrow, in literally a month, I'm gonna be 20. Tomorrow's
Already
the
reminding us
16th.
about your birthday, Emily.
Huh?
Or already reminding us about your birthday.
My birthday is January 16th, if you'd like to know. I'll remind you every week, Crystal. I'll be like, we're 1 week closer to my birthday.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say to our 20s.
To our
'Cause
20s.
remember how I said about the 18?
Oh, the 18? So we're gonna go to the club or what?
I want to. I wanna take you, but, I mean, I'm still sick.
We're
I
in,
need to get
we're in a
better.
Puebla Rosa Guadalupe moment. And they're like, esto está chido, way.
Does anybody else's parents
Watch.
watch the Rosa de Guadalupe? I don't know about you guys, but, like, with our mom, there's times where she'll be like, "You
No,
need."
porque yo vi la Rosa de
Yeah,
Guadalupe y si esto haces,
yeah,
esto te va a
or
pasar.
tápate la espalda, porque en la Rosa de Guadalupe pasó esto y esto,
For
and
real.
it's like, no, like, I understand that some of the things that they talk about it, like,
Mhm.
okay, it's related to some stuff that have happened, but there's some things
But
that
you
they.
have to admit, sometimes they are pretty interesting and you like get intrigued yourself.
Yeah, but then there's some of them that are like,
I'm like,
"What the
okay, no te
hell?" Like,
pases.
that was too much. I remember one that Christian was making fun of, and it was, like, with this dog. Something about I don't know, I think it was, like, dog fighting or something, and the dog se llamaba Calavera,
Oh yeah.
and the guy was like, "Dale, Calavera, dale," and then now Christian, says that, like, even to Pancho looks at him and does the same thing, but it's like, there's some that don't even make sense, or, like, the
Mhm.
ones with the little kids going to parties. Have you
Oh,
seen
I
those?
know.
Like, what the hell? But, I mean, I understand, like, the lifestyle in, like, Mexico it is different from here,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, kids are different than
Yeah.
kids here in America, um, but it's just, like, it's weird to see that, you know what I mean? Like, how can you guys
I
film about
mean,
a
then
kid be
again, I do think about it and I'm like, I did grow up watching La Rosa de Guadalupe or like Como dice el dicho with
Oh, I remember
mom.
watching that one. Yeah. But I don't feel like I ever took them to, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like
I
too
don't know.
serious. Like,
Yeah, like, there were some of them that I'm like,
okay, like
yeah, like,
that's
that's
too
too much,
much.
yeah. And there's some of them that I'm like, oh, like, oh, I could see, like, how,
But you have to admit there are some that you get like into.
Yeah.
But other than that, I
I'm
don't know.
sorry, guys. I'm gonna be coughing again. I'm overcoming this cold, and I'm
But
gonna have
anyways,
to.
back to Christmas shopping. I don't think I have finished, honestly. I still have like Amaya's gift to get.
Are you trying to be that bougie aunt?
Yes, Crystal, I'm that no kid bougie aunt that's low key kind of poor. So when her nieces and nephews are giving her the Christmas list, I'm like, you're getting a chocolate.
What about Pancho? Pancho's your nephew.
Poncho is Poncho.
Pancho lives in
Poncho
Cal.
gets a pup cup.
So my dog has this thing.
He barks at everybody, but you take him to a drive-through and he's like,
He's like the best dog ever. Like, he doesn't bark at the workers or nothing.
because he knows that if he barks, you're not gonna give him anything.
I would do too. I would do too.
What?
I would bark at them.
You would bark at them?
Yeah, if I don't get what I want, then I'm a
No,
bark.
because remember, okay.
Oh, stop.
Okay, one time we went to the mall and
No, it wasn't mall.
it was Victoria Gardens.
It was a Victoria Gardens?
Yeah, it was
I
Victoria
thought it was
Gardens.
Target.
No, it was Victoria Gardens. And Crystal was driving and she was like gonna go park. She was in the
Oh, no, I
parking
was
lot.
already fed up. I think I
No,
was
Crystal,
fed.
they weren't doing anything, okay, but she was like going to park and these people crossed by and there was this little girl with
No, I
her
think it was a little
parents.
boy.
No, it was a little girl.
Oh.
And she was walking with her parents, and the little girl turns around and looks at Crystal, and Crystal, for no reason at all, she goes, "Row." And she didn't even process what she did. And I just look at her and I'm like, Crystal, did you just bark at that kid? And she's like, oh shit, I did. And she just starts laughing, but she didn't even process in her mind that she
But you know
barked at a
what?
kid.
Christian does it too, the same thing. Let me tell you what he did today. We were on the freeway. Where were we going to? I think we were going to the store. So we got on the freeway. And then I was was I driving? No, he was driving. And then there was a semi truck next to us, and there was like a pit bull, and he was like full on out the window, like looking out the window. And then Christian rolls down his window. He's like, "Hi, puppy," and the dog just starts barking at him. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Okay,
Like,
Crystal, but you barked at a whole ass kid.
she looked at me funny. I do the same thing to my kid. She looks at me weird, and I
Okay,
bark
but
at
she's your kid. Not a random ass kid that just passes by you.
It was an accident.
It was an accident, okay.
Did we mention that we're doing a Christmas episode, right?
I don't know. But
Oh,
yeah,
we
this
did?
is our if we didn't mention it, yeah, this is our Christmas episode. We're wearing little PJs.
We just decided to wear some PJs, and then we did bring some snacks.
And then did you see my little socks? They're like little Santas.
Little socks?
Fuck off. Cállate.
I want to get onto a topic. Did you see the performance from was it Peso Pluma?
Yes, and
Peso
Anita?
Pluma and Anita. That was like so freaking awkward.
I was just like looking at him and he looked scared. He looked like
He
he's
looked freaking
sweaty.
yes. He looked
And then
freaking
they were
stiff.
like turn like the camera and they were like turn it to like Nicole.
Oh,
And
so she was there.
yes.
I thought it was fake because I was seeing it more on what is it, on TikTok than anything else. But I'm like, I don't know if it was like add-ons like from something else that
I
people,
don't
you know,
know.
just wanted to add it.
But I think she was there. And like the way that she would make her face, I was like, oh shit.
Oh, like
But he
she's
looked scared.
yeah, he did.
He was like let
But
me not
I
look at
feel
him.
like I feel like Anita was kind of like pushing
Yeah.
it a
Well,
little.
technically,
I mean, I
haven't
know
you-
it's performance,
Yeah.
but I felt like I don't know, like she knew what she
yeah,
was doing low key.
No, but haven't you seen? I started seeing some TikToks where they said that they did have like an interview with like Anita before, and she doesn't care about cheating. Like she doesn't care if her husband like does things with other people. She's like, as long as like he comes home to me and like he gives me what I need, then I don't care.
So she's a homewrecker.
So like I was like, oh, but yeah, she was taking. I think she was taking a little too far.
Yeah, because like even like he tried to dance, but then she kept trying to go like in front of him, you know, like to
Yeah.
grind on him, and I was just like, girl, like he's
Or when she
kinda-
started like grabbing on him,
yeah, and he was just like
he was just like.
he wasn't even grabbing her, was
No.
he? No.
He wouldn't even look at her when she would like try to twerk like in front of him. He would like look away.
Yeah, it was just like
I was
he
like,
just
that's a real man. That's a man.
or probably he was like, she's gonna beat my ass right
Literally,
now.
he
after
was
this.
like, no la miro porque si no ahorita me.
If not, she'll
chingan."
go after her and then me.
For real.
Yeah, but I was just like, he just looks so stiff
Yeah,
and like
he looked
scared.
awkward. No,
Yeah.
at some point it did look like he was like sweating. And I was like, is it the performance or is it because he's scared?
He's scared of her. He's scared of looking the wrong way and seeing something that he shouldn't be.
But I don't think it's just that. I feel like he probably thought like, you know, if I do anything, like media's gonna take it to like a different level and like twist the things and
yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, I feel like his relationship with Nicole is kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Again, like all these artists, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you see one thing and then later on you see something else and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, but you know, you thought it was like something true.
Well, there's what Rao and Rosalia.
I'm upset about that one, honestly.
Honestly,
Like I
though.
felt like I mean, I don't know what happened, but from the looks of it, I mean, she moved on already and
Yeah,
he's still
that's why. I was like,
But did you
hmm.
see that he had the the little concert thing in Puerto Rico? And he turned it into like a nightclub and he had like fans come up to him and like
Oh, and they were dancing on him? Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I saw that one. I was just like,
But I mean, then again, like if she moved, you know, Rosalia moved on like pretty quick. But I was just like, why?
But I mean, wasn't there like what is it, speculations that he did something?
Yeah, and then that's the thing. I'm like, I thought he was the one that did something, but now,
But
like,
now it's like
I don't know.
Yeah, it seems more like
Well, I
she
mean,
was
then
one.
too, again, in like his song, he literally talks. There's a song that he had made. Remember?
Mhm.
I don't know if you've heard it, but he talks about like I never cheated on her. Like she knew like all my passwords. Like she was like fine to go on my phone and like whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's not like I don't think the relationship was kind of like Bad Bunny's because you know how Bad Bunny had with Gabriela, like an open relationship
Yeah.
on theirs. But I didn't expect it from that. And I think a lot of people were like crushed about their
Yes, because what they were like engaged and they had been together for how long?
yeah. But I mean, like, maybe Peso Pluma has other plans, you know, with this girl, and he doesn't want nothing to
I
ruin it.
know.
Yeah, but he did good. I'm proud of you. Applaud
I
you.
know. That's
Applaud.
how a man should be.
Look away. Don't look at it. Look away from it.
For real.
But I mean, you can't.
But then
You
again,
know,
sometimes it's just like human nature.
yeah, it's human.
I think as girls too, like if we see like a cute or like a handsome man, we're gonna be
Not
like,
that, but like even like I think us girls, we can even like sometimes
or even
see a pretty
yeah.
girl. You know what I mean? Or like somebody with a bomb ass body. You're
And I'm
like,
like,
God
oh
damn, like
shit,
like yeah, you're like fucking goals. Like
yeah.
those are the goals I wish I had.
I'm like, I'm
Or
trying to look like you.
someday when I grow up,
I'm trying to be like you.
No, like Amaya's doctor. Again, Amaya's my daughter. I thought her doctor was so much younger, and it turns out that she's 48. And I was just like, girl, I'm like, you look like you're in your
Like, what do you
30s.
do?
Yeah,
Well,
and she has
remember that place we went to go eat? Was it sushi at? Like
oh
La
the lady.
Viejita, and like her
Oh
skin was so
yeah, so it
beautiful.
was this lady, and she worked at this it was this sushi restaurant we would go to, and I think it was in Riverside. And like her face was so beautiful. Like it was literally wrinkle free. And she was how old? She told us her age, didn't she?
I think she
Didn't
was
I
like in
ask?
her 70s, 80s.
I think she was like in her 70s or 60s, something
I
like
don't
that.
know, but her
But
skin
her
was so
skin
beautiful.
was like literally so beautiful. It looked like it was
It
just it
it
looked
looked so
so soft. Yeah,
soft.
soft. Like it just
I
looked
was like, what
beautiful.
is your skin routine?
Yeah.
Cause
I would go there and I'd be like, look, that's my woman. But yeah, her face was so beautiful. But like that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you can't help, you know what I mean? But like
but like
kinda
look.
yeah, look at somebody when you notice something about
But then
them.
again, you don't want to be like full on staring either.
Yeah. I give that stare to Chris. Like
Like, te estoy viendo.
we'll talk about this when we get home.
You're like,
Remember
we'll
this. I'm
talk.
like, yeah, I'm like, remember this? Remember this. We'll talk later. But I mean, yeah, I mean, he did good. I mean, trying to like, you know what I mean? Trying to push away
I
from it,
mean, in
not to kind of
reality, it was
engage
just out
more
of
in it.
respect. I feel like he just did it out of respect, honestly.
Yeah. But again, I think she's just,
She took it a little too far.
one, it's like, I understand if you're trying to do it for performance, but like,
But
it's just, it kind of made it more too obvious, that she was.
but there was points too where like I feel like Nicole was looking and she would like turn around and look at her.
I didn't see that.
I did in some videos, but I was like, oh.
She's like, "Oh, is this your man?" He's my man right now.
No, but honestly, I'm like, if you have a partner too and like you're doing that, like I don't know, just me. It's my opinion.
Just your opinion.
This is my opinion. But anyways, do you want to get into our little?
So I think this week, yeah, we're gonna do the same thing as last week. Because again, you saw we got into like the whole.
We got into some topics.
So I think there's like a lot of topics that we can cover, but I feel like you know what I mean. Like I rather go based off what we pick.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I made the questions. So
Emily made the questions. I made her in charge because I was like, I don't want anybody coming after me. I'm like, I'm just gonna answer them. I'm like,
well, these are questions I found online. So, and some of them are Christmas, since like it is more like a little Christmas type of episode or whatever.
Yeah.
So some of them are Christmas related.
Okay.
Just so you know, if we pull those out.
Well, hopefully we didn't answer.
What do you mean?
Like answer some of those Christmas ones. Like
what do you mean?
Well,
like during while we were talking. Oh, wait, should I say shake it a little bit?
Yeah.
I don't want to grab two. Is that one or two? That's one. Here you go.
I don't want to like drop it. Okay, I'll hold it.
This isn't a Christmas related one, but I mean, it is something we can get into. What are you looking forward to in the future, personally or professionally?
Personally or professionally? Just finishing my school and getting a job in that field. I'm still not saying. Okay, the reason why I don't say what I'm going for is because I don't know.
I feel like
the I don't know if people have like the super, what is it called, superstitions? Yeah. And I'm a believer in
Crystal's
it.
very superstitious.
I am. So like for me it's like I feel like when you say something and if you say it to the wrong person, like something happens and it won't happen. So for me it's like I rather get my work done or do what I have to do and then I'll share what I did. So yeah, that's why I don't share what I'm doing right now. But I feel like for me right now is just, what was the question again? Sorry.
What are you looking forward to? So you're me being slow. What are you looking forward to in the future, personally or professionally?
Um, Again, finishing my career, becoming a sugar mama,
Yeah.
um, having 20 million kids. No, I'm playing.
Ew.
No. Um, I think getting my own place because right now it's been fucking expensive, like
Mm-hmm.
houses and everything. But they're saying that they're gonna drop it, so hopefully.
Hopefully.
Um, so I think it's just more finishing my career, getting into a position in that field. And then like I mentioned to you, just having hopefully Christian home and not having to drive,
Yeah.
um out of what did I say last time? Out of country.
Out of country.
Out of country, out of state. So I think that's my major focus right now. What about you?
That's good. For me, I think it's also like finishing school, um, getting a car. Cause even though I have my license, I don't have my own car yet. So I think getting my own car. Um,
But even that, they're
they
expensive right
are
now.
even
There's
the ones that they sell like on the street like that.
Yeah, and then not just that, but like even in the dealerships, some of them have like super high mileage,
Yeah.
and like the price is like freaking ridiculous.
Other than that, I don't know. I mean, just becoming good financially, I think. And then
Mm.
finding probably like a better job. Cause I like the one at Vance, so I'm like hoping that I'll get a permanent position. But if I don't, like just looking for another job, like a better job that like
Yeah,
I'll actually enjoy going to.
yeah. But do
So I
you feel
think
like
that's
you
that.
prefer like right now? Like, sorry, I might be getting off topic. Do you feel like, um, you like something more now with like being around people than how it was?
Yes, because I mean, I was before, like I did tell you, I was like a little bit more socially like awkward after high school. And like
Yeah,
I was like, I did have like more social anxiety. So I didn't want to be around people. But I think Vans has helped a lot with
yeah.
that. And like I do enjoy being around other people and like, getting to know others.
And it's funny that you say that because I was just thinking about this the other day. I'm becoming more what is it? Having more social anxiety since I stopped working.
Yeah.
I have, and it's just horrible. Like it's a horrible feeling
It's
because
because like you're not around a lot of people. So like when you are, it's like you don't know what to do no more.
like last week, yeah, last week, I went somewhere and this lady tried to make like conversation with me like randomly, and it
You're
was
like
so awkward. And I was just like trying to think in my head like what to kind of bring up to conversate with her, but it was just like I'm like that's been like something in my mind that I'm like I don't like this feeling because I was very good at
yeah.
starting conversations with people, like keeping a conversation, but now it's like really hard for me to like
I mean, there are times that I've noticed that it is kind of hard, but I have noticed that it's getting better now that I work at Vans.
yeah.
Cuz there's like more people, it's like a bigger environment and like you still have to like talk to customers too,
Yeah.
try to make conversation
What
with
about your
them.
pronunciation of words?
Pronunciation. You said
Oh,
pronunciation.
I can't say right.
Pronunciation.
Pr- right now I can't
Exactly, so
talk.
don't come at me. Anyways, my pronunciation, I don't know if it's getting better or worse, but
Agua.
cállate. But it's there. It's there.
It's there. It's getting better. Let's see. Oh.
Give me that one. Give me the thing. The box.
Oh, I was like, you want this?
No.
Okay, this one's a good one. What conspiracy theory do you believe?
Um, I mean, I've seen this one in a video. I'm not too sure if it's like something that lots of people like think about,
Yeah.
but how like some products like either high end like makeup products or just like any makeup products are like sold like reused like in stores.
I could see it because I'm like, why would you want to
But the thing
um
is like they're supposed to like actually like throw them away if they're used
I know, but
or
there's
like
companies
destroy
that just
them.
don't want to lose, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
don't feel like they want to lose
But no,
product to
it's
lose
not like the
money.
high end stores that do it, but it's like they'll throw away or they'll give away high end products that are like expired or something. Like other stores will resell it and
So
they can
like
be used.
mhm. So you're saying like is it like kind of like the how Marshalls or
Yeah,
TJ
like
Maxx like
those
that?
stores.
I do see it. I do see that actually because some of them do look like they're
They're used or like
yeah.
rubbed and touched on.
Yeah. So I wouldn't buy makeup like from there. Or like even like the swap meet. You know how the swap meet also sometimes they sell
I
like
mean, well, wasn't there like one like a
with the
while
feces.
back? Yeah,
Yeah,
the
with feces.
feces.
Yeah. So as I'm like, you have to be very careful. You know what I mean? Like where,
Especially what you put on your face or
yeah,
around your eyes and your mouth, you know?
yeah. As you can tell, I'm like, yeah. Can I say where I think I got mine from?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, this is disgusting to say, but like, okay, we went to Best Buy and what's it called? They had the Ray-Bans, the new what is it? The
Mm.
new glasses, the ones that you can hear some music
The fuck?
or what is it? Are they digital? Yeah, they're like digital. You haven't seen them?
No.
Oh, well, they're like some new digital glasses.
Oh, you tried them on?
Yes. And so I think I got it from that.
Maybe somebody that had tried them on previously
Yeah,
had
but then
something.
the like I said, the doctor didn't tell me it was pink eye. They called it something else. They said it was something else because of the sickness. But I'm like, no,
It
maybe
could
it
have been
was
that.
because of that. But yeah, I could see that, you know. There's one that I don't believe in it. Let me just clear that out. I don't believe
Crystal's
in
like,
this.
the earth is flat.
No, I don't believe that. Again, I don't believe in it, okay? But I make fun of it because my husband believes I actually think that it's true. But I tell him that birds charge.
I think they are.
And you know why? Okay, so I just started joking around with it just to like make him more like, oh, she does believe, you know, that's real. So I took one time actually went with him on his work trip
Yeah.
and he goes up to Memphis. So up over there, like going towards that way, there's nothing but empty fields, like New Mexico and certain parts of Arizona and all that, right? So you wouldn't see a bird in sight, okay? And then you come to like towns where there's like light, everything, then you see tons of birds flying everywhere. Then you end up again in an area where it's nothing but desert, like again, just plain desert, no birds in sight. You end up in another city, there's a bunch of birds. So
You're like, they're being charged
yeah,
by
so
the
I told him, I
electricity.
was like, again, I don't believe in it. I was just making fun of him just to kind of go along with him because I was like, okay, this will be a perfect, you know, like time to kind of joke around about it. So I was like, you see, I'm like, look, where is there birds? I'm like, where is there birds right here? I was like, it's an empty field. You don't see a bird. But watch when we get to the city. And then again, we get to the city and there's like birds everywhere. I was like, I told you they're charging. Or sometimes like
Yeah, 'cause
there'll be like birds outside like the house and then there's like the light posts, like the street lights
and they're like on
and
there.
they're on there and I'm like,
They're
you
being
see?
charged by
Yeah,
that
I'm
too.
like, they're being charged. I was like, look, that one already its eyes turned green, so that means it's fully
You're
charged.
stupid.
so, so he would be like, no, no, I'm telling you. He's like, I'm telling you that that's not real. And I
Crystal's
was
like,
like,
yes, it is.
and I'm like, it is. Look, I'm making a point. Where do you see in an empty field a bird? There's no birds. I was like, because they can't charge. I'm like, and
Yeah.
look, there's right there the street light, and they're charging from the energy from the light. And he actually believes, you know, like
That you believed it?
yeah. But I'm like, I continue to do it just to kind of like
Like mess with
yeah, mess with him, you
to
know.
get him mad.
Yeah, because he gets very irritated. You know what I mean? Like with hearing like things that people believe that are
Yeah.
not even real, and he tries to like convince them like it's not real, you know. But I just go along with that one.
I mean, there are some that are a little like, interesting though. I'm not gonna lie.
If you guys know some theories or want to share some of
Yeah,
your
like
guys'
comment
theories,
them down.
yeah, comment them down.
Let me see. Ooh, what's a belief that you have that most people would disagree with?
You can come back to me with that one.
Um, crap. What's a belief that you have that most people would disagree with? Mm.
I don't
Oh
know.
wait, I know. I think one that most people would disagree with, especially like tias or like older, people would disagree with, is that you need to be nice to somebody just because they're an adult or because they're in your family, or you have to talk, or you have to forgive somebody just because they're part of your family.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't feel like it should, it's, in my opinion, I don't think that it's correct because in reality, like they can do something or say something about you, and it's not something you have to forgive them just because they're your family. Like if somebody's gonna be talking negative about you, you don't want to be around that negativity, then
Yeah.
why forgive them for it?
Well, yeah, you don't need to be around them, you know what I mean? You can simply you know, like they say, kind of acknowledge a person but not directly talk to them, you know what I mean? Like like they say, being the bigger person, I understand where you're
Yeah.
coming from, But sometimes it's like it again, it maybe depends on the situation too, you know what I mean? Like it depends. Like what are you thinking more about?
I don't know, but I'm just like and just in general, like I don't feel like you have to forgive somebody just because they're part of your family. Or like you have to talk to them just because they're part of your family.
Actually, now that I think about it, I have a couple. Can I say mine?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, oh my
I'm
God,
like, oh, Crystal.
okay, so I'm gonna say maybe two. I'll see.
Yeah.
So the first one is that again, this is from a Hispanic household. Again, maybe not
Not
all of them.
all.
Again, because every household is different and
Yeah.
stuff, but the majority that and then I think this is more speaking for older generations that women need to be the one cooking, cleaning, doing everything in the house. Like I don't
It's funny you say that because I don't know, like, I don't know if you've seen this TikTok where it's like this man and it's like, um, these women shouldn't be having to work these 9 to 5 jobs, you know? And it's like they like change the clip and it's a girl and she's like, I think we should agree with what men are saying. Sometimes, they have valid points.
no, it's not that. Like I feel like they are both they have both the equal right, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
to take care of the house, you know what
yeah,
I mean? Cuz nowadays like both women and men have to work, you know what I mean?
yeah.
In order to like
Especially to
to
provide
yeah, to
now.
provide. So it's like um it can be stressing working and then having to come home, clean, cook, you know what I mean? Take care of the kids, do everything. But when it's like 50-50, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both of you work, both of you have responsibilities in the house, then yeah, but again, I think older generations believe more like the woman needs to stay home, take care of the kids, take care of,
I
food,
mean, I
everything.
feel like now if it's like, okay, like if the woman's gonna like cook the meal, then like the husband can at least wash the dishes. You get me?
Yeah.
But anyways, like what you were saying, like, I feel like it is something now, especially now that I feel like some younger, I'm gonna say younger people are like trying to bring back. I have noticed
Mm.
because I've heard some different podcasts. I don't know if you know who Andrew Tate is.
I haven't heard of him.
No?
Huh.
Okay, well, he was like this big thing like before you would always he's like he does podcasts too, but they used to talk about it a lot on TikTok. And he's somebody who actually believes that like women should not leave the house, like they should go back to like that age where like they stayed home, they didn't
Mm-mm.
cook, like they didn't have all these
Yeah.
rights and like it should just be the man who's out like working.
Yeah.
And I feel like now the generations now are like seeing these videos and they're being influenced and they're thinking the same mindset, honestly.
But I think it just
And
depends
it's
too.
and it's
Yeah.
not only that, but it's bringing back like machismo stuff, you know?
Yeah, because you know what? And I'm gonna say again, this is just me speaking because again, I'm just saying things
Obviously,
from
everybody
what
has their
we've
different
seen.
opinions,
Yeah,
but
everybody has a different opinion. I'm just saying it because again, I've heard, you know what I
yeah.
mean? I've heard from people that I know again in a Hispanic community
Or not
that
only that, but like
that
it's
like
something you
the
see a lot now again on social media
yeah,
too.
but like in the Hispanic culture, there is a lot of machismo. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There is a lot of guys that think I'm the man. I can do
Like
this.
I need to
Yeah.
do the working. You need to
Yeah.
stay home. You need to cook. You
Yeah.
need to
And it's
clean.
like, no, like I feel like
But not only that, but I feel like it's gone to the point where like some men are like, you need to cook, you need to clean, you need to do this and that. But then they also expect you to work. Or they're like, you need to like provide too.
but, like, going back to the machismo too, and you know how I mentioned last time about, like, Hispanic, people think that a girl has to get dressed
Yeah.
up for a guy, okay, there's some men that are like that. They expect you to cook, clean, do everything, right, and still have time for you to get ready and get all
And
dolled
it's
up,
like
and
it's not
it's
how
it's
it
not it's not
works.
how it works. It's not even that easy, you know what I mean? Like, stay home, do everything that needs to be
Yeah.
done, and then you'll see that if you have time
And
for
then tell
yourself.
me, like, did you have
Yeah,
time?
but it's like I feel like now, like I mentioned to you before, that as generations go by, I do feel like some of these younger generations are looking at like that's not right. We need to change this
Yeah.
because there is a lot of things that if you notice that a lot of people are trying to protest against and change because they're not agreeing with the way
Yeah.
things have been going on for years. You know what I mean? And people have been just completely quiet about it, and now it's like all these younger generations wanna talk and speak up, you know what I mean? Change it.
I mean, well, I have talked to like friends like of mine that like are guys and like I've talked about like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, like, like they do agree, like it should be like a 50-50. Like,
Mm.
okay, like if we're both working, then it's something different.
Yeah.
Like
And
it would be different if it was like, okay, like the woman wanted to stay home. You get me?
yeah.
There's a difference. But then again, how it, like I said, like it
It
is
just
different now that because
yeah.
now people both partners have to work in order to provide
Yeah.
and like to make enough, especially with everything now,
Not even, like, there's even times that both people can work,
and
and it's not
it's
even
still not enough.
enough, yeah, and you still have to get a third job or
Yeah,
something to be able to make it enough. But, I feel like this comes to, like, even, like, both women and men, like, before even getting in a relationship, like, to talk to, like, the
talk.
person that
Yeah,
they're gonna get with to see, like, if they're gonna meet, eye to eye, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
like
If
agree with
what
each other.
yeah, agree what they feel like each of their responsibilities are. Like even with like Christian and me, I'll say it for example. Christian says, um, he believes that not like a machismo, you know what I mean? No,
Yeah,
I'm not saying that, but he believes like, I'm the guy, I need to help you out. And I'm more and like I tell him, I'm like, no, you're wrong. You know, guys are brought up a lot of times that
they need to be the
they
one.
need to be the
It's
job.
their job to
It's their
provide.
job. And if they can do it, like they
Then
can
they're not a
provide,
man.
yeah. And it's not that, you know what I mean? Like in order for things to work out, it takes two
Yeah,
people. And again, like I said, right now, things are fucking tough. Like one person can be working and it's still not enough. Two people can be working and it's still not enough.
yeah.
So it's like, we need to change that. Like it's not just
Or not even that. Like your job will probably give you a raise, but in reality, prices are going up too. So it's like it's
yeah.
still the same.
And this kind of relates to like the second thing that I feel, um, breaking generational curses. You know, for example,
Gen-
like like
generational.
curses,
Crystal,
generational
what the fuck? Not
not
curses.
curses,
Girl, what in the world?
generation. What is it? Generational habits or
She said,
what curses? Um, I'm sorry. I'm like I got confused. But what is it like
curses.
generation upbringings, For instance, older generations felt like there was no such thing that there should be no such thing as a divorce. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And like even if they're disagreeing and they're not meeting eye to eye like the partners and stuff, you should always work out for the kids. But it's like no,
mm-mm.
sometimes it's better for you to let each other go for the kids because it's
Yeah.
like how are you gonna bring a kid up in a household where it's just filled with fights, nothing but screaming, sometimes even,
Abuse.
physical violence and stuff. So it's like it's better for each of them to go away. But again, these are some generation, old generations where
Yeah.
they believe that you need to work out.
Yeah.
So I feel like some of these older generations kind of get upset when the
When
newer
new
generations are
generations.
trying to break those habits. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna stay with this person because he's the father or she's the mother of my kids. Like we need to end this because we're both not healthy for each other and we need to, be healthy also for our kids. So it's like
Mhm.
there's again
Not
like
only that, but you're also giving like the kids trauma because they're seeing it.
yeah, and not just that, but I feel like again, how we want things to get better, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, for future generations, we need to kind of start getting out of those habits
Habits.
and kind of um break those habits. So I don't know, those are my things that I feel.
No, I agree.
I
I
don't
know
know
what
if
you're
people are gonna
saying.
agree with me, but
But everybody has their own opinions, so.
yeah, yeah. So you guys can write those down on the comments as well. Are you more afraid of the doctor or dentist? Oh
Doctors.
shit. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Lately, okay, I've been dealing a lot with the freaking my high blood pressure, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, it can be from like my anxiety and stuff. But like when I go to the dentist, like I'm not nervous because like I know what they do, you know what I mean? Like I'm not nervous, but like my blood pressure's been going up. And then
Really?
like at the doctor, like I just start thinking about them taking my blood pressure and
Oh
it's
my
like it
god.
starts going up or like I don't know. It's just like or trying to like know what they're gonna tell you.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's too much of the dentist, but then again, I haven't gone to the dentist in a while, so I am kind of scared what they're gonna say. But then again,
It
I
looks like
do.
you're missing
Shut
something.
up. No, they've seen that. I already went for that. But I know that I need braces, so I'm like, ooh. But I think it's for me, it's more the doctor, honestly. Like I do get more nervous going to the doctors because of what they'll say, or like they're always trying to take my blood away.
Or do you feel like you have more of like I don't know, like a health anxiety now because like there's so many things that you hear now
Not
that you're
that,
just
but
like
I just
so
feel like
afraid.
how there's always like not always, but like, there's in our family, there's been like so many things, like health issues.
Yeah.
So I'm like, going to the doctor just gives me that anxiety that it's like, oh, you're gonna have something.
Not just that, but like you hear, unfortunately, lady, like a lot of young people having all these health
Yeah,
issues.
that's
And it's
why.
like you start thinking like, damn,
Like
if I go
even
there,
me now, like they have to give me like my results for my blood, but then again, I do have an ultrasound on Monday
yeah.
for like my ovaries and stuff, and they're gonna give me like all the results together like a
Yeah.
week after. So I'm like, I don't even want to know what they're gonna say,
Yeah.
cause in reality, every time they take blood from me,
They're like, ma'am, you have udders and you have
shut up. No, they always find something.
Yeah.
They always find something wrong with me.
And don't you sometimes think they're like, is this really me or did they give me somebody else's results?
Because I'm like, what a coincidence that every time like I always have something new.
Yeah.
And they always have to give me like some new type of medication that I don't even take. And then the next time I get my blood drawn, they're like, "Oh, that's perfectly fine. Like you don't have anything no more."
But yeah, like it's scary going, you know, and hearing like there might be something wrong with you. And I
Yeah.
think for me it's more like, okay, I don't know if it's like my anxiety or what, but like sometimes I feel like these little pinches in my heart or things in my heart. And it's like scary to me, you know what I mean?
Because it's like,
But
yeah,
and
patatus.
yeah, and I'm like, I start thinking about it because I'm like, I still have my kid who's gonna take care of
Oh
my
my God,
child,
Crystal.
who's gonna do this, you know, who's gonna do,
It's just heartburn.
yeah, I'm like, who's gonna do this for my other child, you know, my
Oh
dog.
my God.
But yeah, it is scary. But I don't know. Do you ever get like those like pains in your heart?
Yeah.
Like you do?
Yeah, sometimes I'll be at work and I'll get them and I'm like, crap, what if I die here?
And
And then, like, and like nobody knows. Like when I'm at the office alone, I'm like, I'll get them and I'm like, crap, what if I like pass out or something? Like there's nobody
Or
here.
like our
and I'm
mom
just gonna
says, I don't
die.
know whether any Hispanic people who believe in this, but el aire.
And
When they're like,
yeah.
they're like, tápate porque te va a dar un aire.
Literally, sometimes I'm like, it's just like
And for those of you who don't know what aire is,
It's air.
Basically, they say cover yourself because you're gonna get air. I know it doesn't make sense,
It
but
doesn't make sense.
for us Hispanics, apparently it makes
We know,
sense. Yeah, we know what it
we know what we're
means.
talking about.
Yeah,
But so
like the dentist, no. But again, I have to reschedule my dentist appointment. I had to cancel because again,
bro, I
my
had to make a dentist appointment.
about this time we're gonna go to freaking TJ.
Honestly, I'm gonna go get veneers at this point.
Did you see? Oh, there was this video on TikTok of this girl, and I guess she had some, and like they were making this video, and all of a sudden one of them came off. Yeah,
That's embarrassing.
and she started crying. And
I would start
yeah.
crying too, honestly. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I paid for this.
Or like the ones, have you seen them when they go on that ride, like the slingshot, is it? And there was one guy where his tooth fell out on the ride, like the wind literally blew it
What
out.
the heck? I actually want to go on that ride. I'm just saying, but
Then take the rest of your tooth.
shut up. Don't break your toe again, Crystal.
I won't.
That's probably why you're scared to go to the doctor's, huh?
No, it's not that. I think it's just mainly, like I said, my blood pressure.
So then
and
the doctors, not the dentist, or both?
I'm gonna say doctors. Yeah, doctors.
I would say doctors too, honestly. But I know that there's
For
people
you,
that,
vet.
Huh?
I said for you, vet.
Shut up. But I know that there are people that are scared of the dentist, and I'm just like, I don't know. Not me though.
I think our mom is. Our mom's mentioned it.
She has?
Yeah, she's mentioned it that she's so scared that she gets scared of the dentist.
I don't know.
And I was like, "Can you take me for years when I was a kid?"
What's the one item you can't live without? Crystal's like, my poncho.
That's not an item.
It's
That's a person.
he's not a person, he's a dog.
I don't know. I don't want to say my phone because my phone is just, you know what I mean, there, but
I would have to say
Um,
my phone. Because that's how I keep in touch, Crystal.
my
mean-
car, because it takes me to places.
Yeah, I guess that works.
My car, yeah, because that's how I get around where I need to go.
That's true.
Gas.
Expensive.
Oh, it went down actually.
I did.
Yeah, luckily it went down.
Yeah, I think I would probably say my phone because I don't have my own car. But
I'm still in the working process
but
of
it's
that.
still a working process. But if I had a car, I'd probably say my car too.
Yeah, because a phone. I
mean,
know
a
it's
phone because
it's
like that's how I
essential.
keep in contact. You get me
Well,
like an
it's-
emergency.
Yeah, but then again, like a car, like it takes.
You
you know what I
rely
mean?
on it to
I don't
go
know.
places.
And then back then, again, like again, going back then, we
But
didn't
then
have
again, you have
phones.
feet. You can walk.
Huh?
You can walk.
But now with everything, everything's far now. Like,
It's
I
okay.
feel like back then,
You
when
get
you
your
have
miles in.
no,
Your
but
steps
like
in.
before, or maybe because we lived in Pomona, but like everything was closer, you get me?
Yeah,
And like now, I feel like if you need an appointment, oh, you have to go to this city to go do
that's
this.
true.
So I feel like now it's like everything's farther instead of closer.
That's true.
Okay, I think this should be our last one.
We didn't even talk about the Christmas ones.
Okay, let's see. I'm all shaking.
Not the shade.
What's your earliest Christmas memory?
I think for me, I mean, I remember a lot about like school stuff that we would do for Christmas, but I think if it has to be like a memory, like gift wise or something, it'd probably be when I was like little and like I think it was Mariana who gifted me like this whole set like with like the baby dolls, like diapers and
I
like the
remember that one.
crib and everything. I think
Yeah.
that would be one of them.
For mine, I'm trying to think. Honestly, like when I was little, I don't remember the gifts. Like when I was little, I don't remember like the gifts I would get. The only one I do remember is like one time when how I mentioned to you, we would go down to our dad's nephew's house, and I remember when I got back to the house, there was like a Christmas gift for me, and it was just a doll. It was a Barbie doll, and I remember she had like a dark blue dress.
Wow, very descriptive,
Yeah.
Crystal.
Or like the time that I remember our sisters giving me like a Christmas gift. They gave me some clothes and they gave me what else? They gave me this like car Barbie car wash thing.
Oh, that's cute.
And what else? Yeah, it was like a Barbie car wash thing. But funny thing, I didn't have a Barbie car until like later on. So
Bruh.
let me tell you what I would do. I would grab my shoes and I would put my dolls in my shoes
Aw.
and pretend like
Oh,
those
me.
were cars. But yeah, they did that for me.
I think I remember. I also like remember lots about like school, like the little Christmas performance. I think those were like my favorite.
Did you do
Yes,
it?
I did.
I did.
I did
remember
Jingle
now.
Bell Rock like 3 times. Crystal, I was like,
Yeah, I
playing
remember. You were the reindeer, right?
Fuck you. No, I was Regina George, and I was like, no, yeah, we did Jingle Bell Rock like 3 times. Honestly,
I think you were Rudolph, no?
cállate. No, I was Frosty the Snowman.
With the pipe? No. Mom was like, give me that. Let me hit that.
You're stupid.
I don't remember doing
didn't do those?
Yeah, I don't remember them. At least I don't remember them. I don't remember them. I think my eyelashes like coming off from it. Like I said, you guys see my
I
eyelash
remember
off?
that,
You
or
guys...
like the little Christmas parties that they would do, where they would put like the Polar Express or like little Christmas movies, and they would do like little like pizza and like.
I
little
just
snacks.
remember like the Christmas parties that you would take like the snacks and stuff, and then you would get that little thin slice of pizza.
They would like cut them.
That little sliver of pizza, and you would try to make it last.
And you're like, they swore like you. They were like, you cannot have seconds. There's not enough.
You're too fat, Crystal. No more for you, Diabito. Roll back to kitchen.
No, Diabito.
No, but yeah, I don't remember doing like the little performance. I don't remember that. And I thought my daughter was gonna have one this year, but they didn't do that for her. What they didn't do it, and they did it for her last year, but this year they didn't do it.
That's weird.
Yeah,
that was my favorite thing growing up, honestly.
Yeah, you wanna do another one? The last one. This is the last one for sure.
Okay, it's not Christmas related, but I think I can relate this one to Christmas.
Okay.
Okay, it's do you believe in ghosts?
Go for it. You can go first.
So, since I can relate this back to Christmas, let me tell you why. Okay. So, in this house that we currently live right now, I don't know, you'll probably see him around. But it was probably like, I don't know how.
I think it was like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years ago. It was during like, I don't remember if it was like during Christmas time, but it was sometime either like in December or like early January. And I remember Mom told me to close the car. She would keep it at the front, and we had like this little table in the dining. Well, It's the living room and the kitchen together. So it was like this little like cabinet or whatever, and she had the keys there. So I grabbed the keys and I go to the window from the living room to close the car. And my room is like right next to the living room. So like you open the door and it's literally the living room. And so I was closing the car, but I saw like a man pass behind me. And in my head, I thought it was like, oh, I was like, oh, it's my dad. Like he's going to use my restroom. Like mom's in the other one, so he's gonna go use mine. And I remember like seeing that pass by, whatever. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was dad. Then I put the keys back and I had to use the restroom. So I go to my room and like I just stand at the door. It was like I hadn't even got in yet. And I was like, oh, dad, like, are you done using the restroom? Like, like I need to go. And my mom yells at me, like she heard me from the other restroom and she was like, what are you talking about? Your dad's in the room. And I was like, okay, like maybe he just went back to the room, like he just went back to the room, like I'm tripping out, like whatever. I still turned on the lights because I was scared. So then I just go to use the restroom. I didn't think much of it. And then afterwards, I remember I asked mom, and she was like, no, like, and I asked dad too, and he was like, no, like I never went to like the restroom in your room.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever, like maybe I was just tripping out. But then I remember we went to Mariana's house and I started telling you and her about like what happened.
Yeah.
And she asked me, she was like, around what time was it? And I remember telling her like, oh, around December or like early January. And she was like, did you know that so and so's dad passed away during that time
And then he
on
looked
Christmas Eve?
and he looked like
And
similar to my dad.
and this person that passed away was this man that he had passed away, and he was the original like the first owners of this house.
I think so. We knew them because his daughter was
It's Mariana's friend.
our sister's friend.
Yeah, so I remember they were like someone like with the first owners or whatever.
Yeah.
And that man was the same man that built my room because my room used to be a garage. So he's the one who actually created my room.
Yeah.
So I remember she told me that he passed away during that time, and she was like, let me find a picture of him. So I remember when she pulled up the picture, I started bursting into tears.
I remember that.
Because I remember that's exactly how he was dressed. Because that's how dad dresses. Like,
Yeah.
like
He looked
like
exactly
the khaki pants and like the belt and like just like the plain shirt. So I in my head, like I was like, oh, it's dad.
Yeah.
But when I saw that picture, I just bursted into tears because I was like, what the heck? Like that's literally what I saw pass by.
But you know how like they say sometimes like there's people who have like an attachment to
and that wasn't even like the first time. And the thing is that like now every year in this month of December, something always happens. So like what, like 2 years ago, Ashley's my niece. She was in my room and I was in the kitchen. And Carissa, my other niece, she goes into the room and she's like, who are you talking to? And she was talking to like the restroom. And she's like, oh, I'm talking to Emily. She's in the restroom. And then Carissa told her, she was like, no, she's not. Emily's in the kitchen. And she's like, but she responded to me.
They all ran out.
They literally ran out of the room and they told me what happened. And I was like, what the heck?
They grab him, get your ass.
Or like, no, that was probably like 3 years ago then.
Yeah.
2 years ago. I don't know. But then I remember also a year I went with you, and then mom and dad were home, and dad was actually vacuuming this room. And from their room, they heard like somebody like crying in pain. And mom like thought dad had fallen or something.
Yeah.
And dad was like he paused and he like was like staring, and she came over here like thinking he fell, and she saw him in here, and he's like, did you hear that? And he was scared.
He's like, I ain't going back to that room.
Yeah, like he was scared. Like I was like, it's just weird because it's like every single year in December something happens.
Well, I mean, I think the man really loved this home, you know what I mean? And I feel like he probably has like an attachment to it because of his family.
Okay, but if you're in here, like just please leave my room alone. I'm trying to sleep in peace.
Not that, but like how they say, again, everybody has their beliefs, but just pray, you know what I mean? Like just pray to him.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I think I have one too that can relate to Christmas.
But that hasn't been like the first time though, because that was like probably I think the second time, because the second time that I saw him when he went to my room, because the first time it was when mom used to go to work, and it was like during like daylight savings time, so it was getting like dark easier, and it was like probably like my freshman year in high school or sophomore year, and I was doing my homework on my little table, and it was like a white table, and it was like facing the wall. and then my door was on the side, and I was wearing like my earbuds, and I had my music on, so I couldn't hear. And I thought that mom had gotten home, cause I was doing my homework, and I saw a shadow of a person behind me, like you could see it on the table.
Yeah.
And I remember I thought, oh, mom got home, and like I couldn't hear her with my earbuds, so I
Yeah.
turned around, it was gone. There was nothing behind me. I turned back to the table, and it was gone. And I remember I went to the living room because Dad was in the living room, and I even asked him. I was like, "Did Mom get home?" And he
Yeah.
was like, "No." I didn't want to be in my room.
I have one that can relate actually to Christmas. So every year, there's always those parents that do the elf on the shelf, right?
Mm.
I don't do elf on the shelf from my experience, okay?
You don't do it anymore.
I don't do it anymore. The first year that I did it was the first and the last year I ever
No,
did
you
it.
did it 2 years.
No, I did it.
Yeah.
No, it was the first year. It was literally the first year I did it.
No, it was the
It was
second
no,
year.
it was the first year I did it.
I don't
So
remember it being.
no, it was the first year. I think our sister does it. Our other sister.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she does. She did it. She would do it.
I don't think she
But
does
this was
anymore.
my first year. It was my first and my last year doing it. So I decided to do it with my daughter because my daughter wanted to do it. She had told me about it. So I was like, okay, let me do it. And in the Hispanic culture, there is like this belief, that they say
Los
los duendes.
duendes.
So again, if you see an elf, it's kind of a duende, basically. So I was doing it with my daughter, and then there was
Or
one.
if you don't know what a duende is, it's basically like a little dwarf. And what they say is that they will move.
Yeah, they
They will move.
move, or they say that they're not
Or
good.
yeah, that
They're
they're not
not good.
good.
Yeah.
It's like a
So
bad thing.
this year I decided to do the elf on the shelf with my daughter, and it was like one day it was late at night too, and I remember we were asleep, and my daughter was
I thought it
sleeping
was
in
in the
her
middle of the morning.
no, and my daughter was asleep in her bed, and all of a sudden I hear like jumping, like jumping on the bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like it got me like to get up, right? So I got up and I'm like, the fuck? Like there's nothing. So I lay down again, and then again I hear the jumping on the bed. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like sitting down. And then all of a sudden I start hearing like scratching on the floor. Like scratching, like by a corner. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, and I heard my in-laws, because we were living with my in-laws,
Yeah.
and I heard my in-laws in the living room. So I was like, maybe it's them, they're doing something. So I walk out of the room and I go to the living room, and then I see my mother-in-law looking at that corner because the Christmas tree was right there, and she was looking at that corner, and I was like, "Are you guys?" She's like, "Did you hear that noise too?" And I was like, "Oh, so it's not me."
Yeah.
I was like, "So yeah, you can hear it like scratching, like scratching, And some people say that they hear like when los duendes they scratch.
Mhm.
So she was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I've been here listening to that for the longest. Like I've been hearing that noise." She was like, "And there's nothing." And I was just like, "It's this motherfucker." I was like,
This
"It's
is
this
fucking elf.
motherfucker."
It does
Yeah.
move.
What is it? That girl, the one in the plane.
That motherfucker right
It's
there.
not real. But so the next day, I had to go to work, right? So the next day, I was at work and I called Christian, my husband, and I was like, "I need you
To get that motherfucker
yeah." I
out.
was like, "Put that fucking doll in a freaking plastic bag, tie it up. Do not throw it in our trash can. Take it to a store trash can and take it out and far away from this house." Because I told my mom was like, "Oh, like sometimes
Yeah.
they say that with the kids believing so much. Like
Yeah.
sometimes, again, it's all it could be probably from the Hispanic culture, that we believe super little things, yeah.
Superstitions and stuff.
But again, I still don't forget that because I
Yeah.
was like that was the weirdest shit ever. So, so yeah, Christian ended up taking the doll and taking it out and throwing it away at a trash can. And then that same day,
Did he lose his wallet?
he lost his wallet.
The elf
He's-
took the wallet
I
to
know.
Santa Claus.
But then a month or weeks later, some man came and dropped it off. So he did lose it. So I'm like, that's
the
so weird,
heck?
right? But yeah, that's the one reason I do not do
Wait,
elf.
did he lose it at the store he threw it away at?
I'm assuming. Yeah. So that was like the last time I ever did the
The
elf on the shelf.
shelf.
And I'm like, never again am I gonna do it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, there's no other explanation. Because after that, after I threw him away, nothing else. Like, there was no more bouncing of like the bed. There was no more scratching, nothing. So I'm like, it was that motherfucker. That motherfucker. I
That
gave
motherfucker
I
right
gave power
there.
to that motherfucker. So
No, but I mean, I think I think there's been like lots of experiences for us to
I
actually
think we
leave
should leave that one for the next episode. I think it would be
and
kind
get
of
more
good.
into
Yeah,
it.
get more into it just because we're kind of, I think it's kind of a little running late now. But I think we should get more into this topic.
Not only that, I feel like people should leave like their experiences if they've had
Yeah.
experiences.
So yeah, if you guys want, you guys can comment down below your your paranormal experiences or
Yeah, any like creepy encounters or
yeah,
anything.
any experience that you guys had. We will be more than happy like to read some of those and
Yeah.
share them with everybody. So yeah, feel free to do that. We this is coming out
The week
before
Christmas?
Christmas, like a couple days before Christmas. So we hope you guys, enjoy your Christmas. We hope you guys get what you want and be happy for what you get.
Be grateful.
Be grateful. And you guys spend it with your loved ones and
And we hope that you finished your shopping early and you didn't do it till the last minute.
and you didn't get into any fights in those crowded ass stores. There's been so much traffic lately. So once again, you guys can if you guys haven't, you guys can subscribe on YouTube and then also follow us on
TikTok and
and
Instagram.
Instagram. And what's the page?
At home_by9.
For both, right?
For both.
So with that being said, we hope
you enjoy your holidays.
Yeah, and you guys enjoy this episode. And
have a great time with your families.
Yeah, and Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye.